Hey y'all, last week I dropped a video highlighting my best friend's decision to embrace her gray hair. If you missed it, please go back and check it out. It's worth a watch. Here's what surprised me and also broke my heart. It was that she felt that she had to hide it because she feared the reactions and the judgment from the people she loved most. Yeah. And the more I sat with that conversation, the more I realized this was never about gray hair, at least not for me. You know what I really felt like it was about? Permission. I'm gonna say it again, permission. And it made me ask myself, how much of my life have I spent asking for permission to simply show up as myself? Ooh. All right, we're gonna stick a pin in this and come right back, because now I wanna take a minute to show my day one some love, because I appreciate y'all so much for being here with me. And I wanna welcome in those of you who are visiting the channel for the first time. Welcome, so happy to have you. This is a space where we explore and unpack midlife issues that are sometimes a little uncomfortable, maybe sometimes a little controversial. Also, please take a minute to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, please share, because y'all know that caring is sharing. Yes. And this lets the algos know that you enjoy the content and you would like to receive more of it. All right, let's dive back in. Yeah, I have to apologize. My voice is doing some strange things. I did some voice warm-ups this morning. As my daughter said, they help. Anybody ever do voice warm-ups before you are, going to be speaking for a little while? I would love to know if they help, because they don't seem to be helping. All right, I want to talk about some of the overt and nuanced messagings or messages that we as women receive, or we as women absorb from the time we are little girls. For example, I learned that when someone compliments you, you shrug it off or you deflect. I learned to be agreeable. I learned that I had to work twice as hard to get half as far. I learned that it was taboo to allow myself to be seen as the angry Black woman. Now, also, I'm speaking to you as a Black woman in America. So some of these references may not hit for you, but I do think that we can find some commonality in some of these. I learned, most importantly, that in this country, we revere youthfulness. We revere it. What about you? What are some messages that you received early on that are operating on loop in your head? All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to shift gears again. How we can over time lose touch with our own preferences when we've spent years adapting to expectations. Now, I'm going to post some questions to you that I really want you to take some time to reflect on. I'm in a reflective mood today. Can y'all tell? All right. Question number 1. Do I actually like coloring my hair? Am I afraid to stop coloring my hair? If so, why? What choices are truly mine? Why do I say yes to things I don't want to do? I want you all to sit with those and just really, truly reflect, okay? All right, let's talk about how midlife can change the conversation, shall we? Um, I want to talk about how in this season of midlife, how it's different. At least I found that it's different. I feel like midlife has a way of granting us permission to ask the questions that we were either too busy to ask or we just weren't ready to ask. For example, in this season of life, who am I? Who am I now? What don't I no longer wish to carry? What limiting beliefs am I ready to release? Hey, beautiful, strong Black women. I have created a guided reflection entitled Softness Without Guilt to assist you on your journey towards balancing strength and resilience with softness. Make sure you click on the link in the description to get your free copy. I hope you find it helpful. All right, y'all. I brought up permission earlier, so let's dig a little bit deeper into permission. Have you ever thought that maybe no one else is going to give us the permission we've been waiting for, right? Maybe midlife isn't necessarily about receiving permission as much as it's about reclaiming it. Let me say that again. Maybe it's not about receiving the permission. It's about reclaiming it. Have y'all ever heard that saying, power concedes nothing without a demand? I'm not saying, let me be clear. I'm not saying to go out and just take what you feel like you've been denied all this time. No. I'm saying to dig deep and find the courage to reclaim your joy. And I don't want you to dare apologize for it, because this is your season. You deserve all the happiness, right? Okay, we've talked about a lot today. We talked about messages that we've received that have kept us, I don't necessarily want to say stuck, but have kept us operating in a space where we don't really get to be our full selves. And I've given you a lot to reflect on today. And I really want you to let me know in the chat what are some conclusions that you came to, okay? So here's what I want y'all to understand or recognize. I'm just like you. I don't have all the answers. Today, tomorrow, the next day, I may not have all the answers either. But I'm beginning to ask better questions. Speaking of questions, I have one last question for you. Ready? What part of yourself have you been waiting for permission to embrace? Let me repeat that. What part of yourself have you been waiting for permission to embrace? And I'm going to end it here. I love y'all. Until next time, continue leaning into the woman